Hey, how's it going on, everyone? Welcome to the first video of my React Native augmented reality series. In today's video, I'll start off by building out the design for the application we'll be building throughout this series. In the bottom corner here, I have a preview of the demo that we'll be building out in the next few videos. But this is ideally, this UI that I have here is what we should be implementing at the end of the series. So what I have here is a furniture app. We'll just be scrolling through furniture and then previewing the furniture in our in our environment. So, but firstly, the first few videos will be just getting to understand Viral React and building out this demo here of this cube rotating around, which will give us a better understanding of the fundamentals and the basics of building augmented reality applications in React Native. But first, we'll be designing this UI today. I haven't done a design video in a while, so I figured I would incorporate this video as well into this series. In my Adobe Xd, I'll create a new file. I'll select iPhone 12 here. Then we'll just have 3 screens. It's 1, 2, 3. Then this will be our home screen. Then we'll have view item, and then 3D preview. There we go. And then I'll just open up my iOS UI kit just to get the top bar. And this will be shared in the description as well. So if you want to download the file, you can get the link in the description. So in my iOS UI kit here, mainly concerned with this. So there are some safe areas that we need to be concerned with. And I think we'll just display the square here, make it 15. Okay, so I think roughly, say 16 pixels. So let's just do the same for our application. So this is the iPhone safe area. So this green block here is where most of our content should be placed in. Then I just need this top section as well. There we go. And then from the top here, okay. Then we can just paste this on all of our other pages. Let's just do the same here. Or rather, let me delete this and just copy and paste. Then this will be 3D preview. I just prefer designing my applications before I actually start building everything. So just building out the UIs in Adobe Xd just gives me, it makes development basically much easier. Say React Native AR UI. Okay, then we'll start off by adding some text to our application. Say home design made easy. I'll just use Roboto for my font, and then for this heading we'll use the, let's go for medium. Okay, it's too bold. Let's go for a regular, I guess. Let's increase the size. Bring it down a bit. Okay, I think that's fine. And then let's see, font size. Just decrease the line height there. Then let's add a tagline underneath that. So maybe 15 pixels, and we'll use, okay, we'll keep regular. Say our tagline will be AR interior design ideas. Add the colors to our palette. We'll keep the regular for the tagline as well. Then just reduce the font size and change the color to slightly gray. Okay, so the shade of gray I'm looking for will be 575757. Okay, that should be it. And then for my screen background, I'll go for F2, F9, F6, F9. I think that's the one. There we go. So let me add this to my palette. And add this as well. There we go. And then I'll just change the background color for both my screens. There we go. And beneath this, we'll add our filters. So it'll be chairs. Let's make this 12. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So we'll have chairs. We'll also have couches. We'll have tables as well. Bedding and curtains. Okay, let's increase the font size here a little bit. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's just fix the alignment here. Okay, everything's perfectly aligned. And then interior design. Everything's aligned. And then underneath this, we'll have a default filter selected, which will be chairs. Just bring that beneath that, and then the color for this. So we'll just have the border, and then the color will be DA0EF2. Sorry, it's E2F. So that's the red I'm going for. And then the border size, okay, 1 is fine. And then the height will just make it 1 as well. There we go. Cool. And then for our bottom menu, just get a square. And if you guys are interested, you can check out some of my other designs on Adobe, Behance. I have a few designs up there as well that you can check out. Okay, so back to our menu here. I'll remove big border. Then we just need to add a shadow. Drop shadow. So we'll have our shadow coming up here at the top. So let's just reduce this a bit. Okay, I think that's fine. And that is fine as well. And then we'll just have the border radius for these two corners left, the left top and the right top corner. So to do that, we'll just come up here, and then so this is our left, top left, and then top right. So those are the two that we'll be editing. So 10 pixels, 10 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Okay, the shadow is a bit too much. Let's reduce it a bit. Okay, I think that's cool. Maybe let's have this go all the way. And then increase our border radius. There we go. Okay, much better. And then we'll have our icons. So I'm using this icon for design plugin in my Adobe Xd for icons. So I'll get the home icon. Okay, it's not the one I'm looking for. Let's go for the iOS home. Okay, let's go for that. And then for the color, we'll use this red. So this will be the active color. Let's lock this. Oops. Let's reduce the size a bit. Then we'll also have this underline. Let's increase the height. And the width a bit. Okay, I think that's fine. Maybe reduce the height a bit. There we go. Okay, slightly better. And then let me just bring it down a bit. There we go. Then we'll have our search icon as a second page. So maybe we'll have a search page as well for you to search for furniture that you're looking for. And this will remain black. 22. Okay, there we go. Then second page or third page will be our cart page or basket page. Let's see which card do we use here. Can go for the iOS basket, but I don't like the grid layout that it has here at the bottom, so I'll just go for the MD basket, although it's different icons that I'm using. I guess I should stick to iOS basket. Okay, let's go for this, I guess. So that we stick with the same icon style. Oops. Okay, and then lastly, we'll have user. I think for iOS, this will be person. Go. So these might not be the best icons, I guess, but we'll just stick with the same icons since we already use the iOS home and this iOS magnifier icon. I guess we could just stick with the same. Now let's replace those two. Say user, then we'll go for that one instead. Or not. Get that one. And we'll change the cut as well. Yeah, I think that's slightly much better. I don't know about these last two icons. Let's change these. Yeah, so for this one instead, we'll use this person icon. Use that the one. Okay, we'll use that. And then for the cart, we'll go for, let's see, I think we'll go for that one. Okay, I think that's much better. Okay, now let's move on. For our feed here, or our main content, we'll just have, so in React Native, this would be a horizontal flat list, and we'll just have these views here scrolling from left to right. Then we'll give them a border radius of, say, 25. Remove the border. Then give it a drop shadow. think that's fine. And then let's see, copy this. We'll have our item name here. So the first item will be Collins armchair. I'll reduce the font size to maybe 15 or 18. Let's make it 18. Keep it regular, and then reduce the line height there. Okay, I think that's fine. And then we'll have another icon next to the name of our chair. Yeah, I don't know what to go for with the icons because I've got a mix of material icons here at the bottom and then iOS icons here now as well. But I think I'll probably stick with the material icons in the actual development. And then for the color, let's go for our shade of gray. Then we'll just make this smaller. Opacity, maybe reduce it a bit. Then just align it with our title there. Cool. And then we'll have the item image somewhere there. So that will be the placeholder for our image. Then beneath that, we'll have a title. I'll copy this text for my title, description. So let's make this 13 pixels, I guess that's fine. And then for the first item description, we'll say a blend of contemporary. Let's just check the spelling there, contemporary. Okay, design with relaxed retro style makes for an intriguing mix. Then full stop. I don't know, I got this explanation from somewhere. It's not my own thing, so yeah, just in case you thought I came up with that, I just copied this from some site somewhere. So a blend of contemporary design with relaxed retro styles makes for intriguing mix. And then let's just reduce the spacing there. Okay, cool. And then we'll have a button. Oops. Then the color for my button, we'll use this red. Border radius 10 again, 5. Okay, 3 is fine. And then let's just see. Let's just reduce the width a bit. And view more. There we go. Group that, move it up a bit. And this will basically be the component for our main feed. So I'll group that, make that a component. Then this will be, let's see, feed component. Cool. And then for the image here, for the first one, I'll just head into my assets here. And then we'll use this Collins armchair. There we go. So that will be the first image. Then we'll also have another one. And then we'll just have another what is this item next to it, and this will be a wooden chair, and then the image for that will be that one. There we go. And this will come just next to it with a bit of spacing. There we go. So that'll be our main screen basically. Let's see if I can just move this. Then if I remove the grid, should have something along those lines. Okay, I think that looks fine for now. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Let's move on to the next page, which has view item. I think maybe we can just bring this a bit lower. No, that's fine. And then for the view item, start off with a white background at the top there. Remove the border, then just send this back. And keep going. And then for our border radius, we'll just have a border radius at the bottom corners, the two bottom corners, so left and right. We would just double that a bit to 40 instead. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just need our image as well. I'll just activate the grids again. Then I'll paste in my image in there. There we go. Then we'll have a back button here. Let me just bring this down a bit. Okay, something along those lines. And then for the border radius, the border color, we'll use this gray and just reduce the opacity a bit. and then give that a border radius of 2, 5, 3. Cool. And then we'll have an arrow. Then we'll just let's see, I'll use this back arrow. We'll give it the same color. Just reduce the size of it a bit, and then center it in the box there. Let's just reduce the overall size of the button. So let's see how it looks. Oops. Okay, that looks quite bad actually. I think that's much better. Yep, much better. Let's move the image up a bit. And then here we'll just have text that lists our color options. So copy this text from my main screen and have it there. And this will be color options. Then for my color options, I'll just copy this. I'll use the same square that I use for my back button. I'll just remove the icon that I have here in the center. And then I'll just pick some random colors here. I'll pick the red, full opacity. We'll go for the gray as well, and a purple. There we go. And let's just copy the bottom menu on all screens. And then for the bottom here, we'll just copy the name of our chair with an increased font size. Let's make it 20. Oops. 25. And then we'll also copy the description. And then for that, we'll just increase the font size to 15 and increase the line spacing. And lastly, I think we can just have a button here that says Preview 3D Model. Just copy that button, paste it there. Just make it bigger this time around. And change the text to Preview 3D Model. Just ungroup that and then center everything. And center the button as well. Let's Let's maybe give this a border radius of 100. Okay, I think that's fine. So we'll just have two buttons. So we'll have this one and that one. And then lastly, our last screen will just be our 3D preview. So for that, first that, so this will be for our environment or background. So if we go into my assets folder, I have this file here, which is just a room, an empty room. So this will be like a preview of the 3D model. And then in there, I'll place my image somewhere just about there. There we go. Then lastly, we'll have this back button as well and our color options. I'll change that. Wait, did we leave the border here? Okay, I think that's fine. I'll change the background color, make it, let's see how it looks there. Oh, that looks fine. Just increase the opacity a bit. I think that looks fine for our back button. We'll just have the color options as well. And this time around, it'll just be rotated 90 degrees. And that's it. So this will be our AR app that we'll be developing. Can get rid of that and that. Yeah, so basically by the end of this series, we should implement something along those lines. I think we'll stick with the front end, no back end implementation this time around, but we'll just have something like this for our AR application. But first, as I've previously mentioned, we'll just first build out the demo. I'll preview that again in the bottom corner. So just this cube will be the first implementation, which will give us a better understanding of the fundamentals of Aero React, which is what we'll be using to build out our augmented reality application. Cheers.